Okay, hello. You should see me in the corner of the screen as a little bubble. I'm here to hold your hand and guide you through this. Okay, setup. Step one is grab 4 pieces of your Strathmore. In that Strathmore, you're going to go ahead and lay out like so. Make sure to tuck the little edges underneath. And you'll want to do that because those edges have little frillies on them and we don't want to those to get in the way. Okay, all right. So next, put little rocks down so your papers don't move. And you're really going to want to do this outside so you have enough space. But once you put the rocks down, the next step will be to get your supplies. So I have my string and my marker. Make sure you use a big fat old Sharpie here. Up to you, just don't use the super thin ones because those ones won't work well. But I tied my string to a pole and then to a rock, and that's my vanishing point, okay? Do you see how I have a radius on there? And I'm gonna make 100 marks with this from this direction, all right? And do you see how I'm moving this around left to right? That's called vanishing point. So where that string connects, it connects to a pole that holds up my roof. That's my vanishing point. So that's what we're studying today. Vanishing point is where all lines converge, and that really gives harmony and communicates perspective. So here I'm gonna do 100 marks from this direction, and I want you to be incredibly loose with this. Please hold your marker. I know this isn't a marker, but hold it from the tip and be very, 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 very loose with it. I can't emphasize enough. Incredibly loose, very loose, okay? And you want to just be loose, and you're gonna have a word that is assigned to you based off of your birth month, and that is what you're gonna be drawing. And it's abstract, and it's gonna challenge your mind, and it's meant to be hard and to get you to think. But if your birth month is January, February, March, or April, you will be trying to communicate despair, okay? And then after April, May, June, July, August, you will be depicting hope. And then September, October, November, and December, y'all will be communicating dissonance, okay? Dissonance. So those are your topics right here. I did not choose one of those 3 because I'm the teacher and I can pick what I want. Sorry, guys. But I chose bleakness. And you'll see how that's communicated because we'll add some things. So now you're going to tie it to a different piece of furniture, and I'm tying it to a chair. And we're going to do this again, and this time we're going to do 100 marks. So the same as last time. And we're going to repeat this process for a total of 3 times. So my first one was the pole, which was right behind me. My second one is the chair, which you guys are sitting on. And my third one will be a chair that is on my lawn right there. Okay? All right. So I am just being incredibly loose with this and taking my time. But I want you, please don't be in a rush. This is meant to be expressive and incredibly abstract, and we are here to reinforce looseness. Originally, I had planned on doing some sort of house design for perspective, but it's so important that we understand how to be loose as an artist, because then we're less rigid, we're more relaxed, we're not worried. And to be frank, the looser a piece is, often the better it looks. And of course there's exceptions. There's very technical still lifes, there's hyper-realism, there's other aspects where that is really valued. Sorry, there are people speeding in the background, so if you hear a little skirt tire squealing, that's what that is. Okay, all right, so now I am getting ready. So now that I'm on my 3rd one right now. You can see my chair is up there in the lawn tied to that with that string, and I'm just using that string as a guide. That's all it is. I'm just using that string and I'm using it to help inform where I'm going to make that mark. Okay, please don't use a ruler, please don't draw straight lines. This is meant to be a little wobbly and loose, actually incredibly loose, so please be very loose with this. And then the step after this may surprise all of you, but this is very intentional because I really want you to break your habit of rigidness. And rigidness is okay if you're an architect like me. I draw buildings that are straight lines all the time, but I'm also an art teacher. So I'm really lucky that I get to see this from both sides. So right now I'm taking a little break. I'm going inside and I am grabbing a stick. And so what I'd like you to do next is grab either a broom or a mop, whatever it may be, okay? Something that's a stick, and then tape your marker to it. And then what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you color in 100 of these little shapes, okay? And color them in jet black. And the reason we're using a stick is to keep you from being rigid. Okay, I want y'all to be loosey-goosey. Please be as loose as you can here. That's why we're using a stick. You can't get much looser than that. And if it looks a little sloppy, guess what? It's abstract and conceptual. This is the beautiful part of art making, that no one's here to tell us this is wrong, and it's not. This is a great exercise on vanishing points. And so you can see here we have a total of 3 vanishing points, and now I'm coloring in 100. Keep in mind, I want to make sure that my theme is represented. And so my theme, I chose bleakness. And so I will intentionally be coloring in on the left and right side, and maybe leaving the middle empty. I don't know yet, but you'll see. So that's what we'll need to do. And right here, I am just executing that on the far right side. And again, please be incredibly loose. If anyone wants to count the amount of times I say loose in this video, I'll give you extra credit. Just message me on Canvas. I'll throw in an extra point. But go ahead and watch this whole video, please, so we can understand. And there's my middle portion right there, just communicating Greekness. And then we got a little friend right here. Cookie, come here. Cookie. All right, Cookie's helping me. She's always around when I'm filming. Say hi, Cookie. Cookie, come here. Okay. All right, she says hi, everyone. And now I'm working on the other side, coloring in those portions. And once I get that done, we're gonna have what's called a wildcard element. And a wildcard element is your signature. It's whatever in the world, absolutely anything you want to add to this to make it your own. I don't care. That's why I'm requiring it. It's required. I don't care what it is, but it's required. And that's to get you to think as an artist, because we need to start thinking about how we're growing our artistic practice. And many of you will become independent artists, and it's really important for us to start thinking in that mindset now. And so at the end of this piece, you'll see I do something a little crazy. Well, it's not really crazy, but I'll be picking off a leaf from a tree, holding it down with pebbles, and then spray painting. So here's me cleaning up, and then I'm going to frantically run inside. But first, I think I'm picking a leaf off a tree. And then once I have that, I am going to set that down. And now I'm just stomping that down. You can see jump, 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 jump. And once I have that, I'll jump down. I'm running down into my basement to grab a can of blue spray paint. And keep in mind, if you're using spray paint, please make sure that you are spray painting 3 feet away from any concrete surface, vehicle, or home, anything. You can see I did not follow that rule. I apologize, I'm naughty. Don't do as your teacher does. Definitely a naughty move. But here I'm just spray painting. And this is related to my theme of bleakness, emptiness inside, how there's all these little guys around, these little black marks. And this leaf is by itself. It's so bleak, it's in a sea of nothing, a sea of void. So here I'm just sweeping it off, and I am cleaning things up a little bit. Okay. All right, and now I'm gonna walk you through it and give you a close-up. Okay, all right. So if you have any questions, please go ahead and message me directly on Canvas. I'll reply as quick as I can. And then please make sure to read the instructions. There will be a few more elements to this on Canvas, but this is really the bread and butter of this project. And I want you to take this seriously, and I'll have all the information. We're gonna do this one a couple times, but I want you to have fun with this and enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.